Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we're looking at the all-new Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends Cable figure. This is a figure that some people were like, hey, this looks kind of cool. Some people were like, hey, we don't really need it. And other people were like, hey, that looks like crap. And I have to say, they're all kind of right. There's definitely some truth in all of those things. This guy has some obviously new sculpted parts, some nice paintwork, some bad paintwork, some bad parts, some good stuff. There's a lot to talk about, so let's just get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 18 and a half centimeters tall, which makes him about 7¼ inches, so he definitely has some size to him, and as I said, there's lots of new sculpt on this guy. Like the torso, for instance, lots of sculpt work there, and actually some decent paint work, so that's kind of cool. Here's the thing, though. He's got this big armor thing on, and his arms, why do they keep putting the arms so far forward on the torso? They should not be in the front of the neck. It's just not right. Anatomically speaking, it's not right, and it makes this figure look really weird. He's got no chest really at all. It just almost completely flat across the front, and then a big curvy back, very much like Hyperion. The anatomy's very weird on that, but because it's all armored up, you can kind of ignore it, and it's not that big of a deal. So I guess we can let it slide, and I'm pretty sure, by the way, this arm is Hyperion, at least the top half. I didn't check, doesn't matter, but I think it is. As far as accessories go, we have the two guns, which we've seen before. This is not new stuff. They're in green this time, and they look okay. There's really not much going on. They're acceptable, but that's about it. As far as the rest of the figure, the paintwork's there. I mean, they painted the torso, they painted the face, they painted the straps. Some of the buckles on the straps are painted, so I'll give them that. It looks all right. They painted the knee pads. Really not too much to complain about in terms of paint. Except for on the torso, we have what I assume are supposed to be bullet marks. And since they're not painted, it looks kind of like it's just a bad mold with bubbles in it. It doesn't look good at all. You could fix that, but you shouldn't have to, so that should definitely be painted better. The face, on the other hand, they did a pretty good job with the paint. I like it. I really like the sculpt, other than the fact that the face looks a lot like all of the other faces for so many, I guess, years now even. Basically, ever since 2012, most of the faces look like that. It does look good, though, otherwise, so that's cool. The hair's okay. It's not bad. There's no shading in it. But I do like the way they painted the face, and most of the sculpt is good. The robotic arm, cybernetic arm, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what the official term is, but that looks really good. They did a really good job sculpting that, so I'm very pleased. The new hands look very nice, both sides. I like that. These pants, I'm thinking they're the same as Nuke's, at least the top half. I could be wrong, but they look pretty good, and I'm pretty happy about that. The sculpt for the torso in here looks pretty good. The leg armor, it all looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about everything other than the anatomy of the shoulder/chest area, so it's all right. For the head, we have a ball peg, which it almost sits too high on it again. I don't know why they keep doing that, but luckily this guy, it's not super bad. It's okay. You can rotate it. You can lean it forward and back. There is a hinge in there underneath that ball peg. You can even lean it from side to side a little bit, so that's pretty good. The shoulder joint, full range, better than horizontal, so that's pretty good. It does look like the arms come out a little bit too low, doesn't it? I think it does. It looks to me like they should be higher up on the body, but I guess that's okay. Anatomy doesn't seem to be a strong suit for the Hasbro sculptors. We get the arm swivel all the way around. Bicep swivel, no problems. Double jointed elbow. You do have to kind of mess with it to get the top one to go. But you can get better than 90 degrees out of it. It's just going to take some hassle. The wrists all have a swivel, or both have a swivel and a hinge. So that's pretty good. Hands look kind of big in relation to the wrist. Like kind of a lot too big. But from this angle, it looks okay. So it really just depends on how you have him posed, I guess. The torso is a diaphragm joint in the top, so that's pretty good. You get all your rotation, lean forward and back, side to side, so that's cool. And you get a waist swivel. This is a soft belt, floaty belt, so that won't get in the way at all, so that's cool. For the hips, you can bring the leg all the way forward, no problems there. Out to the side, pretty far, not all the way, but about 45 degrees. It's about the same as the Bucky mold, so that's okay. We get our thigh swivels in there above those straps, so that's a good thing. Double jointed knee, not the best looking knee joint in the world, but you get plenty of range out of it, so that's good. No boot swivel at all, but you get your ankle hinge, which goes all the way back, not so far forward, and you get your ankle rocker. Good thing is, this is soft, so it won't get in the way too much. Didn't paint the bullet holes on that either, and those are really weird looking bullet holes, but paint would have gone a long way to make them look good. So ultimately, this figure's not bad. It has a couple of issues here and there, but it's a pretty cool figure. So if you were looking forward to it, go ahead and grab it. It's not going to disappoint you. I do really like the cybernetic parts, though. Those look really good, so maybe it's worth getting just for that. I don't know. It's alright. I like most of it. So there you go. We'll just end it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We've been doing 2 a day at least for a while now, and I think I'm going to do that for a little while longer. I have so much stuff to get out. So keep an eye out for all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.